Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is more Bad Business content. We're playing Arena. It's a slightly older gameplay when I was experimenting with the rifles, and I'm using the SKS. This is the best gun you thankfully never see, and this is before it got buffed. They buffed this gun. Can you believe that? So this video is it's like a double nuke on Arena with a gun that kills in 2 bullets at almost every range. And I've mentioned this a few times, and I actually got this video before I got the Garand one, because I used the Garand after, and I really didn't like it after this gun. But I normally wouldn't use guns like this, because I'm not a big fan of them. They remind me of Battlefield, and some of the stuff in Battlefield we have to do the semi-autos and what have you. They're very skillful, they're very powerful, but I like fully auto, and I like to run around and be quick and what have you, and these are a much more slower weapon than I usually like. But Bad Business has this way of making you want to use everything because the developers make everything fun. Maybe not to be on the receiving end, of course, but that's a discussion for a different video. Anyhow, these weapons got a muzzle velocity buff, which means that the bullet now fires faster than it does in this video. So when you aim at somebody at a distance, you no longer hit them in the toes, you probably hit them in the knees, or maybe in the balls. But it will enable you to get your bullet to go a little bit closer to where you want it to go. And I think the SKS is one of the best guns in the game. Whenever I bump into somebody using it in a lobby, I really don't tend to have a good time, because I know if I'm close enough to them, if they get a lucky headshot, I'm dead. I know that if they hit me twice, I'm dead. And any weapon that rewards accuracy that strongly is a devastating tool in the hands of the right people. Like, this is a gun that I'm not very good with these types of guns, so if you bump into me using it, you probably will shit on me and have a fun time. But if you bump into someone who's good at these guns, it's the end of the world, and it's not fun to fight because it's that strong, and it's just such a strong option that you don't see. There's a lot of people in Bad Business that don't touch the LMGs, they don't touch the tactical rifles, and I don't honestly know why. It's one of those things where maybe they've got some kind of stigma from a YouTuber not using them, or somebody saying that they're not good or something, or maybe they just like to spam melee like most of the community do because they can't aim. I don't rightly know what it is, but the SKS is one of the most fun weapons I've used in the game, and it absolutely destroys. And the reason I used it was because of Arena. Arena is my favourite map in the game. If I were to tell that to some of the people that play this game more than I do, they would probably scoff and think I'm insane. Because Arena is a map that's ruined by the community. It's ruined by the very people that play it. And it's not the community's fault, I don't think. I think it lies in how the spawns work. The spawns on Arena spawn people into advantage, they spawn people in high ground, they spawn people in positions where there's no reason for them to move. Offensively defensive positions that are strong compared to the incredibly open positions in the middle. And then it breeds this exterior perimeter kind of gameplay where everybody hides on balconies shooting into the middle like a firing range. And I don't like Arena when it plays like that. I think when Arena plays like that, it's a miserable experience. I like Arena when everybody's running into the middle and it's like Quake, and it's just an arena shooter of everybody going nuts, and it's fast and frenetic and fun. And that's the Arena that I love, that's the Arena that I defend. But it's not the Arena that you often see because people ruin it as they ruin everything. So one of the things I came up with to fight that playstyle was to experiment with guns. I usually run SMGs on this map, or assault rifles, or LMGs, and these guns do decent in their range. But they don't do sniper rifle range, they don't do rifle range. This map, because of the frequency of people playing it like absolute assholes, and because the spawns are so egregiously bad, fundamentally, I was able to use a whole host of weapons I would have never touched to counter-sniper defensive players in the balconies, in the galleries. And that's where I found my love for the SKS. That's where I found my enjoyment of the Dragunov, a gun I would have never used, even though it got revamped. And right now, you're seeing a little bit of an example of it, because I can put my red dot on those backgrounds, and I can kill people very quickly. Usually it takes me 10 plus rounds to kill people at this range, because I'm using a Scorpion or something. But with this gun, I put the dot on you and you die. And when you have a gun where you put the dot on people and they die, and they're standing still trying to snipe, you will be a force to be absolutely just an unbridled force of nature. I've got so many gameplays which you'll never see because I've deleted them because I've got too many, of me running around this map with some kind of heavy hitting weapon. Like, I didn't even have the rolling block when I used to do this. Can you imagine now with the rolling block and the accelerated speed? Obviously these guns still take skill, so if you miss like I'm missing right now, you're not going to kill anybody, and that's how it should be. But if you hit, they're going to die. And that leads me to the nuke that's been mentioned on the Discord. So apparently there is discussions about adding a reward for getting a nuke, which, if you don't know what a nuke is, it's generally a kill streak from Call of Duty that ends up in an interesting bomb coming in and killing people. But they don't want to do it that way, so instead they're going to go the Black Ops manner of the nuclear medal, which will be some kind of accolade that you get for doing it that could give you experience or credits. And I think that sounds like a really, really cool idea. And because Bad Business is a game where getting a lot of kills without dying can not necessarily be the hardest thing all the time, depending on the lobby. Sometimes it can be hard, but not all the time. People are saying that they think 25 kills / 30 kills might be a little bit too low for this reward. If the reward is a bomb that goes off and kills the enemy team, then it's absolutely too low, because I think that's just too much. But if it's just a medal that gives you a bit of experience, I don't think that's generally a problem. I would be okay with it being 50 kills, because I can do that. But I think the problem is, if you make the nuke 50 kills, you're creating a feature that the top 10% of your game will be able to do and no one else will. Scrubs aren't going to have a lucky game where they go 50-0, it doesn't happen. New players aren't going to do that. That's going to be for the people that know what they're doing, and all you're going to do is frustrate people that would love to do it but never will. And if you put a camo behind nukes, like, all you're going to do is make a lot of people very sad. So my counter argument for it would be this. Having a 25 to 30 gun kill streak for a nuke badge is easily the best way to do it, because a lesser skilled player on his best day stands a chance, and a higher skilled player on any day also can handily flex their abilities. But what do you think, guys? SKS, nukes, symbol, calling a nuke in at the end of the game? Could be ridiculous, right? Thank you for watching. You take care now.